Guys, when we talk about the biggest retirement mistakes, mistakes, the number one is letting emotions run your investments. And that's really, I think, kind of where people are when we talk about, like what Scott said about how many people fear running out of money more than they fear death. Like, guys, that's a big deal. So if we look at where are we in terms of economic uncertainty now compared to basically a year ago. So in May of this year, 69% of people say that they think the U.S. economy is in a bad state. Well, where were we a year ago? A year ago, 46% of people said that the U.S. economy was in a bad state. To go from 46 to 69, that's a 50% increase off of the 46%. That's a big deal. So if you're thinking that about the U.S. economy, we have often said it is not about the economy, it is about your economy. So where are you in terms of your economy in reference to retirement? Don't make decisions about your economy based on the economy.
Scott, I think also when you think about what Brian Dietrich and his team at LPL Research are currently saying about the stock market, they may be, really overdoing the emotion on where the economy is. And I know the economy and the stock market are two different things, but if you take a look at where the market could be going, just this week, LPL Research has put out some information that basically says, we may not have a June swoon, if you will, or a downturn through the summer. As a matter of fact, they actually make a bull case for the stock market through the rest of 2022, saying that inflation is likely to moderate and that valuations are really low right now and that earnings are doing really well for companies. So if you take all of that into account, things may not be quite as bad as some people perceive.
Yeah, and you're very fond of saying things are very rarely as good or as bad as they seem. So it's usually somewhere in the middle. So the way you feel about the economy, and that goes back to mostly because of the market downturn and inflation. That's a big part of it too, right? I mean, when people go to the grocery store and they're having to unload more of their hard-earned dollars just to make ends meet, that can make you feel that the economy is bad. And certainly inflation is a problem. And if it lingers much longer, it could definitely impact economic growth. But to your point, John, if you were to walk into March or April or May and make decisions to pull out of the market or to not invest at all anymore because you feel the economy is in bad shape, if you're on the sidelines, and we do, as LPL Research is indicating, have a kick here in the back half of the year, you're going to miss out on that. So again, the point here is don't let your emotions run your investments. It needs to be based on sound investment strategy, and it needs to be locked in for the long term, especially when equities are concerned. Want more content like this delivered to your inbox weekly? Visit fastest4.com to learn more.